Welcome to our Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Christmas Eve and Christmas 2013. I am Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Merry Christmas, happy holiday to you and your family. I'm coming here with a horoscope for Christmas Eve and Christmas. So the 24th, the 25th, I will be back on the 26th. I need to take a day off for the holidays. And this is a very odd Christmas. We've got a Venus retrograde. We've got a huge cardinal cross with a bunch of planets and the moon going to join us on Christmas and even at late Christmas Eve for those late night partiers. But what's the spiritual lesson of all this? Why does the universe have so much tension in the skies for this Christmas? Well, it's our inner world. You know, number one, we have Saturn in Scorpio. We have Jupiter in Cancer, which is trining this. The good part about this Christmas is our emotions being able to be clear. I think we're very clear on how we feel inside, where we're happy, where we're not happy. And believe me, it doesn't matter who's at the dinner table with you, who's sharing their greatest stories this year or their worst stories. We're all dealing with a lot of heavy emotion inside. We're all dealing with, you know, this inner world that is changing. We're all dealing with a path that all of us are having to keep pushing on, no matter what it is in our lives. That's what this holiday is about, is becoming more clear that, but being able to reevaluate our lives and make sure we're valuing the right things, the right relationships. This is an interesting one. This is one where, you know, you start to see the relationships that you should have been valuing. And then you start to see the relationships where you go, what was I valuing that thing for? Capricorn can be a little cold, but it's interesting, Christmas is on Capricorn, and there's a goal at hand, you know? There's a goal of rebirth of the sun in Capricorn. Yes, it does come to its greatest fall, but then it does start to climb back up. And so I think it's very interesting at this placement that it's time for us in our lives to pick ourselves back up. That even though there's a lot of astrologers saying that, you know, this is a horrible Christmas, I think this is an empowering Christmas for you to pick yourself back up. Use your family, use the emotions, use this joy. Use these feelings, whether you're not even celebrating Christmas and you hate watching the horrible, you know, cartoons, or you hate watching the parades or whatever. At least you're feeling, at least you're letting your emotions out, your truth. I think you're going to see this Christmas people's true personalities come out, the egotistical ones, the ones sensitivities, you know, the people, and you're going to start to see through some people's veils this Christmas. But I think that this Christmas gives you a really powerful edge as you can process your reality and really learn to understand where peace can be found. It's interesting that in the middle of a firestorm in the astrology, we're at the most peaceful time of the year. But I think instead of playing the fake card, play the real card in yourself, you know? But find your peace inside. Having to push through this one is what we got to do. We're all having to push through. Believe it or not, I had food poisoning this morning before this Christmas. I've been having to push through, geez. But no, we're all going through this. We're all looking to achieve our true mark in our life. We're all looking for a reinvention of ourselves that really feels empowered. And when it's about empowerment now, it's about reaching the right destinations. It's about really seeing and manifesting the right life. And there is a huge karmic period we've joined here as we're in the Venus retrograde. We're in this 40-day, 40-night cycle. And how interesting it's through this really powerful next week and a half here as all the energy is shifting into Capricorn. Mercury's come in here. So our minds have gone into seriousness. It's a serious Christmas with one that opposes these emotions that want to explore and have fun. And it can be difficult as there's going to be those moments this Christmas where finally I got the feeling out, but then it doesn't matter what happens. The second you leave that party, you're going to have to face right back where you were before you got there. And I think that's what I want to make clear in the truth of the horoscope is Christmas could be that temporary escape for you, but it will not be able to 100% heal what we're all having to face in our inner worlds. And I want you to remember that on this one, because I do have to bring truth. It's ironic, it's my millionth view here on Christmas. But, you know, I think that it's like you're going to have to find a way to keep going. And remember that it's the sun on December 21st reaches its lowest spot, and then for 3 days it waits until this birth moment. And it's this birth moment on Christmas, which is the birthing of you taking the right road, taking the road that makes you feel divine in a destiny and a purpose, in manifesting the life you want, becoming the person you want to become in your identity, and finding the peace and the harmony that you want by living in your truth, by living in this road, by living in who you should be. And it is this Christmas that you're going to have to push yourself into that. Use this energy to push you in the right direction. Keep pushing forward. You are a beautiful and amazing person. And remember that this is temporary, but it's necessary to get us all on the right track so we know we're on the right track. We know we're on the right road. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. This is an interesting Christmas. I'm excited to see how everybody feels through this one, as I think this will be one of those ones where you're just like, wow, what happened to that Christmas? But I do think there's a powerful lesson that we're all going to learn, and it's the ability to balance out our feelings correctly and to make sure we get a grip on our anger, we get a grip on our actions, we get a grip on what we're identifying with in our life and what we're valuing and who we're partnering with. So there's a lot at stake for this Christmas. Jupiter is in Cancer though, so the family unit will be your greatest gift. And it always is. Because I think Jupiter in Cancer, why it is exalted here as our greatest gift, Jupiter is our family. The other place is our knowledge, which is our beliefs. Whether you believe in Jesus or you believe in whatever it is you believe in, that is such a gift to have. And remember that on this Christmas, that there are many gifts that we get to feel. And that's really what this is about. But paying attention to how you're feeling inside and remembering we're all going through something deep inside. And remember that when you look over at everybody that's sitting at the table. Happy holidays. Thank you for all the support. If you have any questions, I'm getting back to people on Thursday, Friday. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been sick, food poisoning, all this stuff. So if you had an email that you're waiting for with me, I'm bringing that back Thursday, Friday. Thank you guys for all of your support, and I will see you guys after this great holiday and see you on the 26th.